Hi everyone, I'm Juliet from the social media team at Birchbox, and I'm here with Maggie and Annie for Danielson.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for having us here in San Francisco.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
I'm so excited to be here and to learn all about eyeliner.
Yes.
Specifically with the new They're Real push-up liner.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Woohoo, we're excited too.
So a really fun fact about these two ladies is that their mom is actually one of the founders of Benefit.
Yeah.
She's up here in the
Our
hall.
mom and aunt, Jean and Jane Ford, are right up there. You're in the House of Benefit here in San Francisco.
So cool. I love that everything is pink too. I feel like I'm at home at Birchbox.
Oh, exactly.
So just a reminder, guys, all week we've been talking about this giveaway that you could win one of 10 They're Real push-up liners to try at home for yourself, which is pretty cool. So keep tweeting your questions throughout this half an hour with hashtag AskBenefit and hashtag giveaway. Also, we have a special surprise today.
Lots of special
Drum roll.
A
surprises.
lot of special surprises. But first of all, this is a shoppable hangout. So all of the products that we're going to be talking about today, you can shop on the right-hand side of your screen, which is pretty cool. And even better, we have a very special sample with purchase. So you're going to get a free It's Potent Eye Cream sample when you buy any full-size Benefit product from our shop today.
I want that.
I know, me too. That's my
Awesome.
favorite.
This is really rare. We don't do this a lot, and it's only good through midnight tonight. So make sure that you
go, girls.
stock up on those products. Yes. So we are also joined today by 3 Birch bloggers from our community. Say hi, guys. They are right here with us. We have Stephanie, Jen, and Kristen from all over the country, and they are going to be asking their questions live on air for Maggie and Annie today.
Can't wait to chat with you guys.
Yes. So before we jump into things, I just want to talk to you guys about the eyeliner.
Yes.
Give us a little backstory on how it got started. I know it took a while for you to actually
Forever.
make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, at Benefit, we are always trying to solve customer needs, right? You girls, for years, have been telling us that how to line your eyes is like the hardest thing ever. And we're all about instant beauty solutions at Benefit. And so we truly wanted to make like the ultimate in instant beauty solutions.
Because everything else that's out there, you know, it doesn't actually make lining your eyes easy.
No.
And so that's why
they just
you know, and so we just created Their Real push-up liner to actually make it easy. It has awesome new technology, a great formula. I know we're going to get into that.
Yes.
Yes.
But
I'm
we
so
have something
excited.
cool coming up, right?
I think we have something. A little birdie told me that you guys filled a Birchbox full of Benefit
did.
products.
We did.
Okay, I'm going to grab this, and let's take a look.
Okay.
We always like
see
to
what's
start off with
inside
a
here.
present,
All right.
right?
Now,
Yes.
Annie, I actually filled this, and you don't know what's in it. So here's
I don't. I have no idea.
You grew up with this brand, so I want you to close your
Okay, I'm
eyes,
gonna
and I
close
want
my
you to
eyes.
I want you to feel around in there. Now, do you think you can tell what products are in here?
I hope so. Otherwise, oh shoot, they're in their boxes.
Yeah. Wait. Let's see if.
I bet I can see.
Okay. No.
Good job,
Okay.
guys.
So do you know what this is? Honestly, her eyes are closed. This is like the true test to see.
I
She
think
has.
it's professional.
Oh, professional.
Yes.
Okay. We have one more. Do
Okay.
you know? Okay. I'm gonna hand it to you.
Okay.
Okay. First, I'm gonna show everyone what it is.
I
Don't
am
say
not-
anything. You see
You're
it?
getting it.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
which
Now, do you know what this is?
Oh yeah, for sure. Give me brow.
Oh,
Yes.
boom, through it
Got
down,
it.
baby brow. Okay, so we also have They're Real, and we have Benetint. And in order to win this box, we need you to tweet right away. Hold on, I gotta check my notes.
Laughter.
To laugh. Okay, here's what you need to tweet. Laughter is the best cosmetic, and you have to hashtag AskBenefit, hashtag giveaway.
Yes.
Hashtag
So one
crazy.
of you will be the lucky winner. So start tweeting, and we'll let you know in a couple of
Exactly.
minutes who the winner is.
Yes. Stay
All
tuned. This is a really, really awesome prize, you
It's
guys.
juicy. These are all of
Keep
our
tweeting
best
your
sellers. You have
questions.
Professional, They're
Full size.
Real,
Can we see that?
Benetint, where it all started
Here it is.
in 1976. We love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Such a good prize.
Go to
Okay.
Twitter.
So let's go back to eyeliner for a second.
Okay.
So we've all had an eyeliner dilemma, an eyeliner situation
Right.
that is embarrassing, cringeworthy, pretty much terrible.
Yes.
I want to hear from our Birch bloggers about their stories, but first I want to ask you guys, what has been the worst eyeliner experience you've had?
Well, I don't know if it's like, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but I think it's actually, I get myself, first of all, I'm really tall, right? I'm like 6 feet tall.
They're a
I
full foot
can
taller
barely
than me.
do a cartwheel. I am no gymnast. However, every time I try to do my eyeliner, this is what happens. Not in my own house, but this is in hotels. I climb onto the counter. I sit in the sink. Have you ever done this? You like sit on the counter with your feet in the sink.
I do the same thing.
You lean in. I'm like all hunched up. My like knees are in my throat, and I'm like pulling my eye, and then I'm trying to line my eye, and it's all a hot mess because I'm like scrunched up in there. I'm usually like in my towel.
Things we do for eyeliner.
Things we do, right?
It's the absolute worst. I remember one time. This is like, I think when I was a lot younger, so don't judge me, girls, okay? And I was using...
I can tell you some stories about this.
I was using a liquid liner, and of course, I like think I'm like, you know, super cool. I'm like trying to like give myself a cat. I think I was like 12. And I put like, you know, I was like, had all the liquid on it, put it on, and and I just ran out the door, and I had blinked a bunch of times. But like liquid eyeliner, you have to let it dry. I had no idea. And so I had liner down here. I had like three rainbows of black eyeliner on my lid. And I looked in the mirror after like 4 hours, and no one was a girlfriend and told me, like, sister, you got a whole hot mess happening.
Because you were 12, and everyone's like, what just happened to your face?
I just thought it was so cool. But then I learned, you know, you learn quickly with eyeliner, the do's and the don'ts.
Yeah. Also, I kind of have a horrible story. So when I was like 13 years old, I would always put eyeliner on the inner corner, which looked way too rough with my really blonde hair and pale skin.
Sure.
I mean, you're just trying to be like, you know,
trying to be cool.
It's like the 80s.
I get it.
So I also didn't realize that you're actually supposed to change your eyeliner every like 6 months or so.
Yeah, you get those like eye crusties all over them.
So I woke up the next day with like bloodshot red eyes, and I learned my lesson at a young age to always get a new eyeliner.
Well, you know, it's these lessons are truly what taught us how to make their real push-up liner. So whatever your liner dilemmas or crimes are, we're going to get you covered with their real. We promise it is like easier than ever.
Yeah, and like, I mean, can we answer some, like, can we hear from anyone?
Yeah, I know. Okay, Stephanie, who's one of our bloggers, she told me that she has a pretty embarrassing story. So I would love to hear from you, Stephanie, about your eyeliner dilemma.
Oh my gosh, mine is maybe more of a remover dilemma and an eyeliner dilemma because I was having a big party, and I of course thought I was going to do this like really great smoky eye, and when I cleaned it up, I used an oil-based remover, and when I reapplied and like fixed and set everything, the rest of the night, every time I would look at myself in a mirror, I would have eyeliner like dripping down my face. And again, it was
oh my God.
Anything. Nobody was a girlfriend and said, you need to go and fix your situation.
What's up with that?
I know.
Right? It was a definite, I like to call it a Khal Drogo situation. That's a Game of Thrones reference for anyone that watched it.
Oh my gosh, yes, the moon and the stars.
I love it.
Thank you for being so honest and sharing your story. We really do appreciate it.
So many girls out there, though, tell us that one of the biggest dilemmas with eyeliners is that they smudge and they budge and they end up just like a hot mess.
Yeah, So, Jen or Kristen, do you have a story to share for us about an eyeliner stitcho?
Well, I wear hard contacts. Oh, go ahead.
A lot of them I can see. Jen, why don't you go first?
Well, when I was younger, I have blue eyes, and so everybody always told me my best color was blue. Well, I don't think I should have done that. I wore electric blue eyeliner for way too long because people would say, oh, your blue eyes are so pretty. You know, it's one of those rookie mistakes you make in middle school, so definitely don't recommend that for everybody.
Well, it's really funny because the thing is that lining your eyes is actually kind of sometimes the very first thing when we first start wearing makeup, or we try to do it. Any age, every woman is just constantly wanting to line her eyes because it's the thing that makes you look, it's like the first thing you think about when you're feeling feminine and fun and like sexy. But again, it's like so hard and it's so difficult, and there's so many options out there, and it's like, where do you start? That's why we just knew we had to make this liner.
Totally, yeah. So Kristen, before we move on, I want to hear your story because I feel like it could be a good one.
Well, I wear hard contacts, and I wear them almost every single day since I was about 14 years old. And if I don't have a smudge-proof stay-all-day liner like your push-up one, I will get raccoon eyes. I've got tearing going on. I've got in the inner corners. It's terrible and embarrassing. And, of course, no girlfriend ever tells you you've got it, so...
We will from now on. You all,
we have you guys
watching,
covered.
be a girlfriend when it comes to eyeliner, okay?
Yeah. It seems like there's a theme happening here. Okay, so a little birdie told me that there might be a life-size They're Real push-up liner and mascara in this benefit office right here.
I heard that too.
Yeah. Do you guys want to go investigate?
Yeah, we're going to find them.
We'll be right back.
Okay, cool. In the meantime, guys, I'm just going to remind you to keep tweeting with hashtag AskBenefit to all your eyeliner questions. We might answer them at the end here with Maggie and Annie while they're going to look for whatever this craziness that's about to ensue. Also, add hashtag giveaway to the end of your tweet if you want to be entered to win both that giveaway we talked about just a few minutes ago and one of 10 They're Real push-up liners. Also, the products we've been talking about so far are all shoppable here on the right side of your screen. So make sure you take advantage of this awesome sample with purchase offer. Like I mentioned before, when you buy any full-size benefit product today through midnight tonight, you'll get a free sample of the It's Potent Eye Cream. Oh my goodness. It looks like they found them.
We found them!
Okay, this is just too good to be true. I don't even know where to begin, but I feel like I have a lot of questions for you guys.
Yeah, go for it. What do you want to know about
So
it?
push-up liner, an orange little tip on the top of your head.
I do indeed.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I just like the color. It's my hat. I wear a hat
Here,
every day.
wait, hold
No,
on.
I'm just
Turn your
kidding.
head a little bit, Liner. Does everyone see this little hat right here? So when you get your own personal 6-foot liner home.
Yes. What you're going to do with it is this is what makes it very clear to you that A, it's fresh, and what you do is you're going to take it out, and then you can just start clicking the bottom, which I'm probably a little too tall for you to see, but you can just toss it, throw it away. It's the first thing that you're going to do. It's really what keeps that first bit of formula perfectly fresh, so when that gel formula touches your eye, I'm the easiest eyeliner you've ever tried.
Ooh, you're so easy, girl.
I'm so easy.
All right.
I love that. Okay, so a lot of people on Twitter were asking the question about the technique for eyeliner when applying you. Do you start from the inner corner or the outer corner?
I mean, I like to do it in all directions.
Oh, yeah, she does.
You know, the thing is about eyeliner, especially this one, like Maggie said, like They're Real said, I am the easiest eyeliner. So whatever you are most comfortable with, a lot of you out there like to start from the inner corner, but most of you like to also start from the outer. I work in both ways. So you can just flip me over, around. You can do whatever you want with it.
Girl. 50 shades of eyeliner right over here.
That's me.
So I keep hearing that you're the easiest eyeliner ever.
I am. Don't tell my mother.
What makes you so easy to use? Like, why is this so revolutionary and innovative?
So I think, we'll ask Mascara over here in a minute, but I think it's for two reasons. I am the first gel liner in a pen, so all you girls who love a gel formula, but you're sticking with those pots, toss them. This is the way to go. But really, it's about the tip. It's all about the tip. This is the AccuFlex tip exclusive to Benefit. This took the girls here 5 years to create. It's all about that flat, wide guard. And the tip, which we're going to show you when I apply myself on Juliet over here, it is like magic. I'm like a makeup artist in a pen.
It's true. And I think that is easy. And you know what? If you combine your amazing liner and my awesome mascara with your lashes, forget about it. You're going to have lashes for days, and people will just be falling all over your feet. You're going to look so sexy.
Amazing. Okay, so our Birch bloggers got to take home, both of you guys, along with the waterproof makeup remover, which
our
is
stepsister.
Yeah, the only thing that will take you guys off.
Oh, yes. It is a miracle. We love that.
Yes. So Birch bloggers, I want to hear from you guys any questions you have so far. You've had a couple days to play with the products. What's something that's sticking out to you that you want to know? Is there a type of look that you want to do? Do you have a question about how the mascara and the eyeliner were made? We want to hear from you. So I'm going to start with Jen first. Do you have any questions?
So my biggest question is, when are you guys going to have more colors for the eyeliner? I usually wear brown because I have fair skin and blue eyes, and I find that sometimes black is a little bit harsh for an everyday look.
Jen is like already being greedy and wanting more. I love it. Well, you know, our lips are sealed. We can never tell you, but we will say that we are on the same page as you, Jen. So you just hold tight. Maybe it'll be 10 years. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. You never know.
You never know. But we're ready to have some more sisters up in this business, right?
Oh, yes. Okay, great. And Kristen, what question do you have for the liner and mascara here?
I think a double winged look is very popular now, so how can I achieve that with the tip?
I'm going to take this one.
Oh, please.
Okay, so what you can do is you can flip me over on my back so that
Okay.
just put me on my back.
I like it.
Flip me over like this so that the edge of the tip is really narrow for the lower, and then you can flip it the other way and go this way so that you draw a nice thick line. But this eye work in literally every direction, and how you move it, it's just like your favorite kind of brush. You treat this tip just like any other brush, and you can just create literally any look you want.
You know what I just realized? Their real push-up liner? I realized that you can also do the same
with the mascara.
With mascara. You can hold it this way, and then you can go vertical with it, too.
Get those
we
lashes.
are so ambidextrous. High five.
I love that. Okay, I think we have time for one quick question from you, Stephanie. So if you have any questions for these two, bring them on.
Yeah, I feel like whenever I do a cat eye, I always end up doing a really thick graphic line, and I really struggle with getting that nice, thin, clean line. So what is a tip for using this to get a really nice, thin line?
So thin and natural, which is the look that we like to call it, that is the hardest thing to do. That's why this is the easiest eyeliner, because you do one click on the base, and this is a lash-hugging gel liner in a pen, which means that the tip gets so close to the lash line, and it can be so precise that for the first time ever, you don't have to, have a huge dramatic line or a smoky eye. You can do a very thin and natural due to this tip. You just push that kind of the edge of the tip right at the base of the lashes, and it gets rid of your lashes to get them out of the way, and you're just going to glide along that lash line.
Okay, so we've been hearing a lot about how this works, but I actually want to see it in action.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab you.
Okay.
You're going to say bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye. I'll do a little dance off the stage.
But let's see how this works, shall we?
Okay, let's do it. I'm going to see if I can do this and remain in costume.
This
is going to take some skills.
This will take some skills.
Okay. So I have my smaller twin here. Their real push-up liner.
Great.
And I'm going to show you girls or boys, whoever's watching, how to line your eyes with their real push-up liner. I'm going to do one of Juliet's eyes so you can see the biggest difference. So what I'm going to show you first is you twist off the cap, and we already took off my little orange hat, but then you're going to just click the bottom. Again, this is a gel in a pen, so all you have to do is click the bottom here. I'm just going to get some formula going.
And I love how it just brings a little bit to the top. It doesn't overflow.
A little bit, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really nice.
So I'm going to do a click. Go ahead and close your eyes.
Great.
And I'm just going to start with this AccuFlex tip, and I'm going to glide along the lash line. So you can see here, we're just going to build that look and glide, glide, glide. I'm going to turn a little bit more so I can get right in the corner of the eye. This is usually where girls have the hardest time.
Why is that?
I think it's because you have to be super accurate, and only this liner can do that with our AccuFlex tip. Now, all of you girls were wondering, which way do I work? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and I'm going to click one more time, and I'm going to go the other way. Go ahead and close your eye. I'm going to give you a little bit of a wing. So as you can see here, this AccuFlex tip, it's so soft. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't budge. It doesn't pull along those, eyelids, especially if your eyelids are a little bit thinner. That can be a really big difficulty.
Also, do you have any tips for people who have shaky hands? I know a lot of people on Twitter were asking that.
Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to show you really quick is this tip. So if you have shaky hands, I'm going to show you this tip. It's super soft, right? It goes back and forth. So if you have shaky hands, this is all you need, because it'll kind of like absorb. It's like a really good shock system. So go ahead and close your eyes one more time. I'm just going to get right in that corner. All right. Open. Oh, you are smoking, girl.
Can I see what this looks like?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab a mirror. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, the difference is so dramatic.
It is so dramatic because it's that jet black formula, right?
Yeah,
and the thing is that when it glides onto those eyes, it truly gives you the most jet black formula you can have. But I would never have been able to do that with a pencil or a liquid.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, I'm totally obsessed with this. Once you start using it, it's like riding a bike. It takes a little, time getting used to it, but you get this home and you practice, and girls, this will be your new best friend.
And I love that you can just throw it in your bag. You don't have to worry about carrying around brushes.
No, forget about it. That's like liner of 2013. Come on now. But I think we have, I feel a little bit, what year is it? 2014. I think we have another giveaway, don't we?
I think we do. You guys are just full of surprises today.
We really like to give presents at Benefit.
Yes.
I'm going to let Maggie take this so I can become a global beauty authority again.
I kind of like you in this getup, Annie.
Okay, so I think there's another Birchbox that you have for us. Is that right?
Yeah,
Filled with more products?
Can you guess what's in it? Let's see.
Let's find out what's in this one.
All right. Dun, da, da, da. Me and Annie, we fit in this box.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
kidding. It is, well, actually kind of is us.
Oh my goodness.
You have the liner, the They're Real liner, They're Real mascara, and the They're Real remover.
Woo.
And actually,
Love this.
while you guys were watching the demo, I think there was a question about removing it, right? If we want to just talk about that really quick. But to enter to get this, what you have to do is go back to Twitter and tweet They're Real push-up liner, #AskBenefit, #giveaway, and then you can enter to win this. I know I'm so good at talking about hashtags. #awesome. And I think we have the winner from the first one, though.
I think we do, yes.
Oh,
hey,
here it is.
floating paper.
Let's find out who won that first box.
At Tara McKee. I can't read.
Mackie. Tara Maggie, congratulations.
Mackie.
Yeah, we're tired.
You won, girl.
You won this box of goodies.
The laughter is the best cosmetic box.
Yes.
You're a total Bennett babe now. I love that.
Congratulations. And don't forget to keep tweeting so you can win that entire world of They're Real.
Yes. Okay, I think there was a question about the remover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
So one of you guys asked a really important question, which was, how do we get this stuff off once we put it on? And we designed it to be super long wearing, both the mascara and the remover, so mascara and liner. So we actually created a really awesome remover, They're Real remover. And one of the keys to this is actually rub it. It's a kind of a creamy formula, so it's going to come out a little bit milky. Rub it kind of in circular motions all over your eye area, and then take a damp cotton pad.
Damp. See, that's the key. I did it the first time without dampening it, and I was a little confused.
You want to be gentle when you first start because those lashes are so jet black and you have so much liner going on. So be gentle with your eye area, girls, but this removes it all.
Yeah, damp.
So step one, apply it with your fingers first.
And just kind of massage.
It's breaking up the formula, and then a damp cotton pad wipes it right away.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm so happy that you guys created this because this is one of, I love the mascara and now I'm equally obsessed with the eyeliner, but getting it off, it was almost like I don't even want to wash my face at the end of the night. You have to, but this makes it
I am loving looking at you with one eye done. I'm like obsessed with it.
I know. I'm going to have to do the other eye myself after this, I think.
All right. I got you. Hook her up. I
will. Okay, so next up, we have a little game to play.
Yeah.
And this requires some serious drawing skills from our Birch bloggers. So ladies, get your paper and your Sharpie ready. We want you to draw the AccuFlex tip that is on your Benefit They're Real push-up liner. So get started, starting now. We're going to talk a little bit about what makes that AccuFlex tip so different and unique. And then once you guys are done, we're going to see who drew the best.
How much time do they have?
I think I'm going to give you guys like 2 minutes.
Whoa,
okay?
That's a long time. You girls better draw some 3D pictures up in here. That's about 2 minutes.
So tell us a little bit about this tip. We were talking about it before. It's flexible. So how did this come to be?
I have one. Hello.
Oh,
there you go. Cool. Okay, so I don't know. Here's that little. I don't know how close this camera can get in. Can we come in like a little bit closer on my hand? So remember we were talking about that little orange hat? So when you get home, throw that thing away. There we go. Just throw it away. I love that. All right, so this is the AccuFlex tip, and you've probably never seen anything like this before if you've seen any traditional eyeliners out there. But first of all, I'm going to turn to the side. You see how it's super flexible and bendy. That imagine like just putting that right over your eyelid. It's going to be so soft. But what makes it so different is we actually designed it to, so you see this piece right here, that's actually going to push the lashes out of the way. Because like Annie, you were saying, if you hit your lashes, it's like it bumps. It's like forget about it. You got to start over. Then this bit down here, this is a really wide base. And if you think about it, wide gives you stability. So if you have a shaky hand, speaking of shaky hands, do you want to show them that thing, Annie? Here, I will. This one, let me get the one from over there because that one doesn't, one second.
Here's the thing is that we have asked so many girls, like, what is the hardest part about eyeliner, right? And it's all about the fact that if you have a shaky hand, you touch a little bit of that eyeliner, that tip, and it's like, forget about it, you're totally done. That one. Oh, okay. So I'm going to prep it. Which
Real TV, live TV, this is what happens.
Yeah. So when you get this one, it's actually good to teach you. So as you know, like for a lot of your primers out there, you have to kind of click a lot to prime and prep the pen. You have to do the same thing with their Real Push-Up Liner. So I'm going to show you on my hand. Take a look at this. If you have shaky, like unstable hands, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw and I'm going to shake my hand back and forth, and you're going to see that the line remains still. Ooh.
There it is. Oh yeah, there.
Can you see me?
Can you get her hand?
Sorry, I can't really lift my hand much higher. Okay.
So Annie's actually shaking her hand back and forth, but the line that she's making is straight. What that means, there it goes. What that means is because the AccuFlex tip is actually absorbing all the shocks and all the bumps in the road. So maybe you've had too much coffee, not enough coffee, you're just like nervous to put your eyeliner on, it's going to make the line smooth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're obsessed.
Awesome. Okay, so I think it's been about 2 minutes since we let our bloggers draw those pictures.
Show us your
goodies. I hope someone drew it with their Real. That's like all I have to say.
So the main features that we're looking for in our judging criteria are
wide base, flat guard, and the pointy AccuFlex tip.
Okay, awesome. So let's see, Stephanie, why don't you show us your drawing? Let's see what you got here.
Okay, so I thought it was more important to say how much I like it.
Look at that.
But
there's like little like Disney princess hearts all over it.
There's like hearts all over it. What does it say on the top?
Best liner ever with heart.
Yeah.
So cute. I love that.
All right. We're going to keep our voting till the very end.
Yes. Okay. Next up, Kristen, why don't you show us what you got?
So naturally, mine had to be pink.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
This is overachiever right here.
Someone got an A.
Still going on here.
Like every time.
Tell us what you got on here.
Wide base. And I did sort of a close-up on the tip so that you can see that it's hollow, and that's where the gel liner comes out from. But yeah, super glam.
I love that.
We love it. Calling all Benabes.
That is advanced drawing right there.
That is. Okay, and Jen, lastly, but certainly not least, let's see what you got.
So here's mine. There we go. So I colored mine in and showed off the tip, and that it's super soft, and I love it.
We love that.
So good. Okay, ladies, do you have any favorites? I know they're all our favorites.
I know.
But
I like them all. I don't know how to choose. You have to choose.
All right. Well, the first one I really liked because it had lots of hearts all over it, and it felt very like emotional, and so I could give you credit for that.
To this eyeliner.
The second one was great because it was like very textbook. Plus, it had like this blow up, like a zoom in, which was like just really like tech savvy. And then the third one, I like how you colored it all in because you want to be artistically accurate to the pen.
Yes.
So I would have to go with maybe number 2. I just like number 2. You know, go off to my own heart.
Kristen, it looks like you won the drawing game. Yay! Woo-hoo. But you guys are all winners in our eyes, of course. Yes. Okay, so I think it's time for us to announce the winner of our second giveaway.
Yes,
just a reminder, this is what the giveaway was.
The entire world of their Real.
Jane Joey XO. You won.
Congratulations.
Let us know what you think when you get it home.
Yes. And keep your questions coming because you still are entered to win one of 10 Their Real Push-Up Liners, one of these babies.
You can take me home.
Just by tweeting your questions. So I think we have a couple of minutes to go through 1 or 2 questions on Twitter and see what we've got.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So if you want to grab some from our audience here and let's get them answered.
All right.
Oh, this is a good one from Ashley. Best advice for a cat eye newbie.
This is a good one.
So if you're a cat eye newbie, here's what I think.
Okay.
I think, number one, obviously, you have to get their Real Push-Up Liner because it's going to make it easy.
Forget about it.
But don't worry if you don't get it right on the very first time. Makeup doesn't have to be stressful. That's what we say. You know what? It should make you smile and laugh and feel good about yourself. So maybe practice at night when, like, before you wash your face.
That's a good idea.
So that you can really get a hang of it. So that if you have like a little slip up, since you're a newbie, you just wash your face and go to sleep. Like no NBD. And then
I think that like another thing that I learned is that if you're used to doing kind of just from lash line, you know, inner and outer, and you're like, I really want to get that cat eye. That's actually why we created this AccuFlex tip, because you can take this kind of angle and just stamp it on towards your eyebrow, and then you just fill it in. So it kind of stencils where your perfect line is. So
I think that's the tip that helped me the most.
Really?
Because when learning how
it's
to
like,
do
where
cat
do you
eyes,
even
it's
end?
like,
Sometimes you're like going to be like lining for days, and then you're going to look.
Right, but I think stenciling is totally a great
So just stamp it. It's the only eyeliner that can do that. It's what makes it so easy.
Yeah. And I have one question for you based off of that. A lot of people, they tend to hold their eye like that.
Pull it.
Don't
like
pull,
That's a
girls. It's going to
no-no.
make you look old.
Yeah, you want to have
After
wrinkles.
years and years of pulling, you're going to get all wrinkly.
I didn't even think of that, but I also realized when I was doing that the line was actually much shorter.
Yes.
Then
Because
you
when
think
you're
it
pulling,
is.
you think it's going up here, and it actually, when the skin goes
you
back.
pull it, and then it actually, when you let go, it's like starts right in the middle
You
of
don't
your
even
eye.
need to pull anymore
No.
because this AccuFlex
makes
tip,
it
it's so soft. It literally glides onto the eye. It's like one-handed eyeliner. And trust me, the more you pull, the worse it's going to end up. So just give it a shot and trust in the pen.
Trust the liner.
Trust the liner. It really does do the work for you.
Good. Okay. I think we have one more question,
cool.
too.
You want to read this one, Mag?
Okay, sure. This is from, okay, I might mess this name up, so bear with me. At Fiel.
That's what I was
How do you remove this properly? Really good question. And we kind of spoke about it before, but it's so important that we're going to go through it again. So we actually created a matching remover once we launched this liner, because the liner is designed to stay on for a really long time.
Yes.
So what we did is, when you get this home, it's a really creamy, sort of milky texture. So rub it gently on your eye area in circular motions. It will start breaking up the product. It removes both the liner and the mascara. And then take a damp cotton pad or maybe a damp washcloth and just sweep it over your eye. If you don't dampen the cotton pad or the washcloth first, it might not come off as easily. So go ahead and don't forget to just moisten it.
You want to be really gentle with this area. Like we said, you know, the pulling and the scrubbing. After decades of doing this, girls, we're going to end up with fine lines, and that is not what we want. So that's why we created this really easy to remove product.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you talked about how it's long-lasting.
Yes.
I just saw a question come in from Aileen Langford. She said, does this product stay on well? Will I be crying black tears?
Oh. Well, unless you're on True. No. Here's the thing: is I actually have really oily eyelids. Annie's super dry, and I'm like the oiliest person ever. Yeah. And when I wear this, what I find that really helps it stay on even as long as possible is if I wear powder shadow on my lids first.
That's a good tip.
And then put the liner on. And
You
then
should
it's like,
always be wearing a little shadow if you're wearing an eyeliner.
Yeah,
though.
whether
So,
I just like
what about an eye primer too? Would you recommend that?
I
for,
do like an
super
eye
oily?
primer. You don't even really need
You
it
don't
though.
need, this is so long lasting.
Yeah.
A little kind of neutral based eyeshadow,
Yeah.
powder eyeshadow, and this bad boy will stay on. I mean, you can cry, you can be in humidity, you can rub your eyes. I wear contacts, I rub my eyes all the time, and I never get smudging or flaking or anything.
Great.
Like this.
And this is good for sensitive eyes too, because
Yes.
it won't come off and get in your eyes.
No,
So that's good.
it's really good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay, I feel like I learned so much today. I
Well,
can't
let
wait
us
for
know
you to
if
do
there's
my
any
other eye.
questions. We'll finish you up. Don't worry.
And I hope you had a lot of fun too.
I had so much
Okay,
fun.
good.
I have never done a Google Hangout quite like this.
And neither have we.
We have not. But thanks for coming to
also,
San Francisco, where
thank you for
we're
having
born
me.
and raised.
Yeah.
And you guys, this is Benefit's first ever Google Hangout.
Woo, but not our
So
last, we promise.
Definitely
We'll be back.
not. So don't forget, you can still get your questions in.
Yes.
And hashtag AskBenefit, hashtag giveaway. You'll be entered to win one of these products. We're going to be picking 10 winners later today. So keep them coming, and we're going to respond to you on Twitter. Don't forget about the shopping offer, too. When you buy a full-size Benefit product from our shop today only, ending at midnight tonight, you'll get a free sample of the Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream.
Love it. It's so good, girls.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank
you,
you.
Maggie and
Thanks,
Annie.
girls.
Oh, you're very
It's
welcome.
so much
Hope you had
fun. And keep those eyeliner stories coming.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
See ya.